life will cut here, eat that belly, and turn on the post notification. Don't try me. It's not supposed to fly, it's supposed to stay like that, like ponytail. I don't even understand. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Talk to Ini. I am Ini Victoria Amadu, the one and only Igala princess. If you're just watching my video for the very first time, you're welcome. Please do well to subscribe, like, comment, turn on post notification, and of course share. Thank you all for receiving me. I saw your comments, I saw the likes, I got the text messages, I got the messages. I saw the subscription. It means that you guys are ready, and I really want to appreciate it. So today I have a story to share, and so this is something that I have never ever shared before, and it's a story that gives me chills every time I think about it. But then again, it's say 5 years down the line and your girl is over it, because he that is in me is definitely greater than he that's in the world. But this story is about a night in the university where I refused a handshake and a death threat came afterwards. Yeah, terrifying. I know, right? You are still looking at me and you have not subscribed. Abba, you have not done right at all. So go and subscribe now. Yeah, what are you waiting for? If you remember, gone are those days, or those days then when our grandparents or our parents or our aunties want to tell us stories and they're like, story. Once upon a time. So I'm being corrected that it is now story. Once upon a time, tie your wrapper. So now let's tie our wrapper. Story. Once upon a time, tie your wrapper. Now I'm going to know. You guys should rate me in the comment box whether I tied this wrapper well or not. Story. Once upon a time, tie your wrapper. Have you tied your wrapper now? This is your cue to go and get the snack to munch on, because it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Woo! Project fame. Woo! Anyway guys, alright, so yeah, if you haven't subscribed up to this point, I don't know what you're waiting for. Take your time. I'm going to take your time and go eat that belly. Click it now. Eat that belly and turn on the post notification. Don't try me. Yeah, what's this up? Okay guys, so this is real. On this fateful Saturday morning, I was in 100 level then, right? And I was, in my room, my roommates, so we're two in a room, and we're just tidying up the room. Do you get? And I received a call from an unknown number. The voice on the other side was a male, and this is what he said. This was his exact words: "You Victoria, you're misbehaving anyhow. You are misbehaving." Like he knew my name, right? Literally. And he said, I'll kill you. Ha. So the voices, there were some voices in the background, and they were also male voices, and they said, and they affirmed to what he said, and they said, "Tell her that we'll kill her with knife, we'll cut off her neck with knife." And I'm like, here? Oh my god. Yeah, it was terrifying. And even before I could even say anything, you get, they hung up, and I was like, oh wow. That was it. Now trust me to tell you the story, right? I'm sure you're already enjoying it, so make sure you give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Let's take it back to where I was started, right? So on one regular night, on university campus, I'd gone to the cafeteria, right? I was at Enterprise Hostel, so I went to the main campus with my friends, like between 3 to 4. So on our way back, it was after lectures, of course, at 9, so we had gone, and we're on our way back. So we got to Enterprise Field, just opposite Enterprise Hostel. Some set of guys just came, like about 3-4, and so one of them approached me and just put out his hand for a handshake, and he didn't even say anything, just brought it out like he was expecting me to be scared or something, and then shiver and then already shake him. I was like, no, I'm not having it. I didn't even say anything, just look at him like, who is this one? I don't know you from nowhere, man. So you can't just, and it wasn't like you said, oh, hello, hi, beautiful, something, and you were trying to, you know, raise a conversation or start the conversation or something. He was a stranger. I didn't know him. One of his friends now came, was like, ah, do you know who he is? You know the person's and just on. And I was like, who is it? Excuse me. Mind you, I was still in 100 level then. So that happened, and you know, guys can really be petty though. Especially boys. Yeah, guys, boys. Anyway, days into after that event, and even totally forgotten about it. You know, probably after lectures, I'll probably be walking alone or with my friends at the time, and I'll just see guys, you know, I'll just hear whispers, group of guys together walking or something, and they'll be like, ah, this is another baby, and this guy's and that corner. I didn't even know his name, I didn't even know his face, right? Because of course it was at night and I didn't really care. But one day, it was after lecture, I was in the cafeteria with one of my male friends, and so we're just there standing to get our food, and a guy actually walked up to us. I didn't know him, so I just moved my face. I was talking to my male friend, and so they shook, you know, guys, when they don't know each other, they will shout, talk, and oh, not me. And so that one too now brought out his hand to shake me. He didn't say anything, nothing. I looked at him. So when he saw my reaction, he now asked my friend, ah, guy, alpha, your babe don't know me. Sure, your babe don't know me for this school. Your babe don't know me for this school. And so I was like, oh, that, you don't know. Then he mentioned his name in quote. Apparently, he was popular. I didn't know him. I was still in 100 level, though. And again, I didn't really care. So, so that was how that one. So when I agreed to shake him, and then we spoke, like, oh, how are you, blah blah. So it wasn't like that. What happened? You know, that why did I hang his guy's hand at one night like that? He was even pointing at one corner at me, and I was like, your guy? Who is your guy? What night? You know, and then he now pointed to, he was trying to point at, you know, a table where they were all seated, a group of guys, they were seated there. So when he pointed, I looked, and then they all turned to look at me. I was like, well, I can't remember. But like, you're even a fine babe, or you're a fine girl, that don't do that now, it's not good, blah blah blah, yeah. So maybe that even happened because my male friend was with me, otherwise he must have come all Steve and, you know, strong, hey, you all those family kind of thing. But then again, right, that happened, and I was like, ha, now wow, this is how petty you guys can be. Of course, they must have gone to, so that period there, it was all about school that was rude, that was proud, that was snobbish, but that story for another time, right? And so yeah, it was, you know, all of this were before the call. Now after the call, as expected, I became traumatized. I couldn't sleep. It was like I was trapped in my own mind. Do you get? I was so scared. I couldn't stay alone. If my roommate wasn't in the room, I would go and stay with my friend. So I know you would say that, okay, so Ini, after all of this, what happened? What did you do? I know, right? That's the question you will be asking. So I'll tell you what I did, right? So immediately I got the call, after that very threatening call, that death threat call, honestly speaking, I didn't link it at all to the prior scenarios or experiences, because I had forgotten. I mean, I had better things to think of. It was anyway after doing investigations and all that, then I called my dad and I called my mom. So now they prayed with me, you know, told me what to do. Then they took out, you know, they took out physical actions, right, reporting to the proper authorities, having to track the number, you know, and that was that. Whilst they took the spiritual aspect, they also took the physical aspect, right, reaching out to the appropriate agencies and authorities. So then, you know, they said, oh, okay, call your spiritual, you know, pastors and, you know, who always pray for you or stand in the gap of prayer for you. So I did call about 1-2, yeah, and so they prayed, right? And trust me, it was in prayer and in communicating with God that I found my peace. It was in that prayer, it was in that assurance, you know, that was in the Bible that I actually found my peace, because I was traumatized. I'm not even missing words or missing words. I was traumatized. I was scared to the core. Then informed my friends. You know, I informed my friends, so they were always there with the gracious thing, right? Nothing happened. It was just a threat, and nobody came for me. I was, you know, even if I took right, I was free. I seem to you as though these are just small steps, but trust me, it was these small steps that, you know, that helped my healing process, right? It was that assured me of safety and, you know, all of that. So all of this I've learned, right? I've learned, you know, to take precaution. You know, don't go out late at night. If you need to, you know, go somewhere, go with a trusted person, you know, and record your calls. You know, if a strange number calls you again, you know, that was in that period of investigation, you know, record the call. So this is my story, so this is my song, so this is my story, so this is my song, so this is my story, so this is my song, so are you gonna listen? This is my song, so this is my story, this is my song. Oh my god, so this is my story, this is my song. Alright guys, so I'm very sure you've enjoyed, you know, this episode till now. If you're actually still watching this video up until this point, thank you so much, and do not actually forget to subscribe, like, comment, turn on post notification. So this is my story, guys. If this story resonates with you, if it, you know, if it's similar to your experience, please share with us in the comment box. We want to learn from you as well. Now I'm sure that after listening to my own tale, to my own story, you actually have also lessons that we can learn. Please do well to share all of this in the comment box and tell me what you learned from this video today. If there are experiences of mine that you want me to share in my next video, please do well to leave it in the comment box. Alright guys, mwah, mwah, mwah. And I kid you not, I had to record this last video again. If you know what my brother did to me, Jesus Christ, and my story was, you know, interesting, and they wanted to stay in my room and then to just listen to my story. Oh my god.